Okay, are we ready?
Just about.
I was gonna ask you, that always the prompts you recording in process, got it or leave. I wonder what would happen if one of us clicked on leave.
We're live.
Means you don't want to be recorded.
We're live.
Okay. Smithville Board of Alderman meeting called to order. Please stand, and Cynthia is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Can I get a motion? Did you hear me?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, John. Can I get a second? Who said second?
I second.
Thank you, Dan. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. I guess we don't have any committee reports today, is that correct? Okay.
No.
Next item is the, yep,
You vote too.
oh, aye.
Okay.
Okay, next item is the city administrator's report.
Great. A few things want to call to your attention from the report and a few additional items to let you all know about. The first item included in the report is information on setting the property tax rate. As outlined in the memo, typically we have had to certify the tax rate by the end of August and get that information to the Clay County offices. With the change in their charter, there's a change to the time frame, and that also we've had John Reddick review that, and it is consistent with state law. So we do not have to certify our rate until October 1st and get that information. We have to get the information to the county by October 1st. Now, the one issue there is we were always waiting on information from the county, and we usually got it the very last couple days of the month. They now have till September 15th. So we don't anticipate having that information a lot before September 15th. As we continue to have communications with the county, we will keep you guys appraised. We may still need to have a special meeting at some point in September to set that rate, but as we get closer to that time, we'll let you know. Excuse me, as I kind of alluded to in the work session, as I fully alluded to, we have a couple of new staff members on board, Myra O'Ray in the finance department and Gina Pate in the public works department, and both have been working on a number of items to provide some additional information or improve our communications. Part of that information is included in the city administrator's report with financial information that Gina has put together. And as I mentioned in the work session, when I introduced Gina, she has been making some updates to our public works website. So take a look at that information. Do have an update on the American Recovery Plan Act money. As we've indicated, we anticipate between 1.9 and a little over $2 million. We still don't know the number of what we'll be receiving there, but we did receive word late last week that from the state that they are beginning the process to request for cities to request those funds. We actually early this week received the paperwork to complete that application for funds, and those are due by September 1st. We are working on putting that information together, and we'll have that on the agenda for the August 17th meeting, which will allow the mayor to submit that request for funds by September 1st. Now, when those will be dispersed, we don't know, but we know that at least now the state's moving forward in that process. Matt shared some information with me this morning. Registration opened yesterday morning for campsites for Haunted Campground. The campsite sold out in 30 minutes. So that is an incredibly popular event. There are still vendor registrations and vendor slots available. The event will be October 23rd. And then finally, I wanted to provide an update on the status of vacancies in our police department. As you all know, we've struggled in trying to get people on board. We have made some improvements and some hiring, and have some folks getting ready to either complete or start the academy. Excuse me. Wes Lopez was hired earlier this year, and he is just finishing up his field training. And so he will be on the streets here within the next few days. And Chief, you may correct me, he may already have completed that. We're right near the end of that. We have 2 recruits who are nearing the end of their time at the Platte County Sheriff's Department's Academy. If the board will recall, those were sponsored candidates. We are paying for their tuition there. Colby Mathis in Landon, Somerville will graduate, I believe it's September 9th. And then they will go into field training, and that should finish sometime around the end of the year. Tomorrow, 2 new officers that just started within the last couple of weeks, Caitlin Rapola and Brett Hazelrig, will start the Blue River Academy tomorrow. We're sponsoring those 2 applicants as well. And their graduation should be at the end of this year, and they'll start field training after that. So Colby and Landon will roll off FTO about the time that Caitlin and Brett finish the academy and can start FTO. We also anticipate making an offer this week, and we anticipate that applicant attending the Kansas City Police Department Academy, which starts in September. So we're making progress with that. I believe, Chief, did I do my math correctly? We still have 2 vacancies with those positions filled. I saw him go. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. We can't hear you, Chief. So I'm going to assume I'm correct. I think that's correct math, isn't it, Anna?
It's possible it's just 1 left
Okay,
with the new pending hire.
It's 2. That's what I thought. Yeah. Thank you, Chief. Yeah. Okay. And I believe, unless there are questions on my report, that is all I have this evening.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is number 5. Can I get a motion? Dan,
Motion to approve bill number 2909-21 MoDOT agreement, second reading.
thank you. Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Kabilski,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
6-0.
Ms. Wagner, will you read the bill?
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a Transportation Alternatives Fund Program agreement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for improvements to Bridge Street from Church Street to First Street, including infrastructure improvements, encouraging safer routes for non-motorized users, and improving the pedestrian environment.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 6. Dan,
You got it, Dan?
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Make a motion for, to approve bill number 2910-21, repealing section 11.260 of the city ordinances, second reading.
thank you.
Second.
Second, Alderman Dan. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Kabilski,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
6-0.
Ms. Wagner, will you read the bill?
An ordinance repealing ordinance section 110.260 of the city ordinances and adopting a new section 110.260 of the city ordinances regarding court costs.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 7. Alderman Dan.
Motion to approve bill number 2911-21, budget amendment number 7, second reading.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second, Kelly. All right. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
6-0.
Ms. Wagner, will you read the bill?
An ordinance amending the fiscal year 21 operating budget to add $93,000 to the expenditure budget.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 8. Dan,
Motion to approve resolution 947, police radios purchase.
thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Marv, got it.
Who got the second?
Marv did.
Any discussion? All in favor of resolution number 8, say aye.
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 Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries. You read these also, or is that just okay?
Just ordinance.
Next item on the agenda is resolution number 9.
I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 948, special event permit.
Thank you. Can I get a
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor of resolution number 9, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 10.
Like to make a motion on resolution 941, the blueprint for safer roadways grant.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of resolution number 10, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Any public comment today? Okay. Any new business? Actually, I have one item for new business. I'd like to put on a work session in the future, a discussion about our firework ordinance. I had a lot of questions come up with that this during 4th of July this year. I'd like to have a discussion about that.
Alderman Sarver, just a question to confirm what you are wishing staff to bring forward. Anything in particular?
Yes, I think there's some confusion about one item in it about bottle rockets. We talk in the ordinance about not being able to shoot bottle rockets. I'd like to discuss that, possibly changing it to be aerial fireworks. I've looked in the other cities. A lot of the other cities have that same, but they talk about aerial fireworks. I think a lot of people have a lot of confusion about what a bottle rocket is compared to what a professional firework is that's being shot in the neighborhoods today. So I'd like to have a discussion about that.
Okay. What we can do then, if the board would like, we can bring forward the existing ordinance, maybe some information on enforcement and some information about what's occurring in other communities, and try to look at that language, bottle rocket versus aerial fireworks, as you indicate. Okay.
That'd be good, yes.
Okay.
Any other new business? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, no. We stand adjourned. Thank you.